Nearly half of Michiganders eligible are fully vaccinated against COVID-19, and that means the other half is not.
Yeah, and with the last of the COVID-19 restriction loosened weeks ago, many of us have found ourselves in that awkward position of wanting to ask someone about their vaccination status, but you don't want to offend anyone, so how do we do it respectfully and kindly? Well, I talked with etiquette expert Sharon Schweitzer to find out.
Let's kind of start. I think the one thing everyone wants to know is when I see a friend or a colleague that I haven't seen in some time, is it okay to ask them if they've gotten the vaccine before we engage?
That's an excellent question. Even the etiquette and culture experts disagree on this because some people argue it's acceptable to ask because it goes to safety, which overrules politeness. However, other experts believe that if it's going to be asked, if you're going to ask someone about the vaccine, that it needs to be done very, very carefully because you are inquiring about someone's health, and many people believe that is intruding on privacy. So if you're going to ask about vaccines, there might be a diplomatic way to do that where you're self-disclosing and you're asking in a way that kind of shares your own vaccine status first. And a way to do that is the sandwich communication method. Right before you bring up kind of a potentially difficult topic, in this situation, the vaccine, you kind of sandwich the inquiry between two positive statements. So, for example, let's say I would say something like, gosh, we are so fortunate to be doubly vaccinated. Let's hope everyone who wants a vaccine is able to receive one soon. Then you've raised the topic of vaccines, but you haven't necessarily asked the question of someone, are you vaccinated? Then you've brought the topic up and they can choose to engage in the discussion or not.
One of the methods that you suggest, and I think this has probably been the way I've gone about it, is what you call self-disclosure. Can you kind of break down what that is and why that might be a good route to go when you're curious?
Yes, self-disclosure is a gracious way to begin a potential conversation or discussion. Let's say you and I work together there at 9 and 10 News, and you and I are for the first time back in the office together as opposed to virtual like we are right now. And I see you and I say, oh my gosh, good morning, Xavier. It's so good to see you. I'm so happy we're back in the office today. I'm doubly vaccinated and I would love to shake your hand. Are you comfortable with that? Now, I've self-disclosed that I'm vaccinated. You have a choice. You can either say, oh, no, I prefer not to shake your hand, Sharon, I'm just not that comfortable yet. Let's do a virtual shake. Or you could say, oh, gosh, I'm doubly vaccinated too, or I'm vaccinated, fully vaccinated, because you may have had the J&J vaccine or the Johnson vaccine. And you could say, absolutely, let's shake hands. It's so good to see you. It's been way too long. Or you could say, Sharon, I didn't miss you one bit. I did not enjoy working with you, and I am not going to shake your hand. I am vaccinated, but I still don't want to shake your hand.
I would never say no to a handshake from you, Sharon, by the way. Sharon, thank you so much. These are all such great tips. In fact, so many great tips. We couldn't get them all in the interview, so I'm posting the full list of Sharon's tips on our website. Plus, if you'd like to connect with her and all the awesome things we're doing, got all the information you need on 9and10news.com.
And speaking of good manners, our quote of the day comes from